everybody, it's been a while since I filmed a video and we moved house since I last filmed, so you can see me now in our kind of spare room which I've used set up as a kind of studio to film video, so hopefully I'll be able to leave the camera here and be able to therefore do a few more over the coming months. In other news, I'm really excited to say that I am pregnant. I am almost 5 months pregnant, so very exciting times. Lots been happening. I kind of can use that, I guess, as an excuse for the lack of videos. I have still been vlogging, but it's just been a busy few months, as I'm sure you can imagine, moving into a new house and getting everything set up and decorated, and then obviously finding out I was pregnant, and then Christmas, and then suddenly it's February. So time has absolutely flown by, but I'm glad that I finally got around to actually filming again. And today's video is actually showcasing this, which is called the Degustabox. I hope I pronounced that properly. Now, I am quite a fan of subscription boxes. I've tried a few in the past. I've actually filmed a Birchbox review video, and the one that I currently have that I pay for myself is Degustabox, and I really enjoy that every month. I love trying out new beauty products and getting them delivered straight to, well, I actually work, I have it delivered to, but getting it delivered straight to me just gives me the opportunity to try things I wouldn't necessarily normally go out and purchase myself. So I am a really big fan of beauty subscription boxes, and so when the guys from Degustabox got in touch with me and told me about their concept for a monthly sample box, I was very intrigued to find out more. Now, this is actually food and drink, and I've not heard of one. I've heard of them, obviously there's quite a few beauty ones, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get sort of potentially fashion-y related type ones. I mean, you get subscription sites for shoes, for example, and I've been signed up to a few of those in the past, so it's obviously a popular thing, and Degustabox, I think, are the first, certainly, that I have come across that are offering food and drink. So I have actually, I've taken the packaging off so that I can easily open it and you don't have to watch me battling with sellotape, but I have actually resisted the urge to peek inside and see what's in there, much to my husband's disgust, because this is the first thing I've had delivered for quite some time that's related to the kind of It Guide stuff or my fashion-y blog stuff that he's actually interested in. Obviously he's not going to be interested in beauty products, but food, yes, food and drink. So I'm going to just take things out one at a time and go through them with you. Now, I'll probably display my ignorance on a lot of these brands if I've not heard of them before, and I will try and pronounce everything correctly, but again, apologies if I don't, because I honestly have not had a look. So this is how it arrives. Obviously it's quite a big box, which you'd expect given it's food and drink. It's reasonably heavy, and that was delivered to my work. This is actually the January box, so apologies that it's taken me this long to get around to filming, but I had to get everything, I wanted to get everything set up in here so it looked nice. So anyway, without further ado, so obviously opening it up, there you go, very nice. So open some packaging. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So I don't know, I think from a quick glance, yes, I think this is a bit similar to kind of Degustabox, where you actually get an information pamphlet that tells you a bit more about the products they've included in the box. So this is the Degustabox one. Interestingly enough, it also comes with some recipes, so obviously that's quite a nice creative idea to say, right, well, we've given you this box of samples and here's some things that you can actually do with them. So that is the information booklet, and I might actually keep hold of this so that when I pull things out I can have a look, and if I don't know what they are off the top of my head, I can explain. So, first things first, okay, so we've got a couple of offers, that's interesting. Right, what's this? Ooh, sweets. Oh well, always a winner. So we've got some gluten-free sweets called Goody Good Stuff. These ones are sour mix and match, and these are tropical fruit. So do I have some more information about those? Yes, they are all natural, meat-free alternative to traditional gummy gelatine-based sweets. The range is free from gluten, dairy, soy, nuts, high fructose corn syrup, and suitable for those following vegetarian, halal or kosher diets. So there we go. So I can't say I particularly follow any of those diets, but I am obviously conscious, more so than ever, about what I'm eating because I am pregnant. So I want to make sure if I am going to gorge on sweets, and I cannot lie, I have been tempted. I've had to give up alcohol, so you know, you've got to allow me some pleasures in life. These might be quite a good choice. So those are the first two. And then next up, we have these. Okay, Maggie. Now that is a brand I've heard of. My husband comes from a German family, and they are a huge fan of Maggie. And he goes to Switzerland quite often with work, and so brings back various different things that you can't buy in this country. But these I've certainly heard of this. I've seen the advert. So this is, I think, the bag that you put the chicken in and you cook it in the oven, and it retains all the juices. And I guess this is a similar, okay, these are cooking papers. I think I think this is fairly new, and I have seen an advert for this as well. So let me see if there's some information on here. Yes. So Maggie's range of recipe mixes are a great solution for midweek meals. Simply follow the 3-step instructions on the pack to create the delicious meal for the whole family. Our So Juicy range comes with a cooking bag which locks in all the meats and juices. Yes, so I've definitely seen this. So yeah, you put your chicken in this, you put it in the oven, and then when it's cooked, hopefully all the juices are retained, and obviously the seasoning that's in the bag is used, and hopefully your chicken tastes wonderful as a result. You can tell I'm not a chef because my husband does the cooking, so I watch all these adverts and think, oh, what a brilliant idea, and then never actually do it myself. But this was slightly different. This one actually it's a bit of paper, you wrap it around the chicken, and then you cook it in a kind of frying pan or wok, and hopefully gives you a similar result to this. So they are quite interesting. Oh, and I've missed one actually, so we've got another one here. So, okay, so this is again another So Juicy. So this is another one that you cook in the bag, and this one is Mexican chicken. So that is interesting to try. Something that's probably more up my street now, butter crisps. Yum. I'm off to France actually in a week, and I love French butter biscuits. So they look delicious, and do I have some information about the brand? Yes. Okay, these are actually Belgian. So in the 19th century, every Belgian family had the recipe for butter biscuits baked as a good luck gift. 125 years on, the Jules Destrooper butter crisps are still baked to an original recipe with rich summer butter and secret spice blend. So there we go. So I will look forward to trying those. No cooking required, so that works me. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Now, actually, as it happens, my brother is coming to stay with us today, and he is a huge fan of muesli-based cereals, granola, that kind of thing. And I suddenly had a panic earlier on because I thought, oh my god, I've got no cereal for him. So this has worked out perfectly. So this is Dorset Cereals Berry Granola. Dorset Cereals are quite a popular brand in the UK, fairly high-end granola-based cereal products. I have tried a few of them in the past. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of dried fruit and cereal. Don't ask me why, I'm just not. But I think he will absolutely love that. So let me have a look. Yes, so okay, berry granola is a beautiful mix of oats, zingy raspberries and blackberries, gently baked the traditional way to make it loose and tumbly. So yes, very simple process, but very lovely results. So that's Dorset cereal. So really randomly and annoyingly, my camera just decided to switch itself off then. So I'm sorry that I was cut off mid-sentence, but maybe it hasn't recovered from its 6-month break. Maybe it has something against Amy's Kitchen tomato soup, I'm not sure. But anyway, I am going to look forward to trying that with some really nice fresh bread because I do absolutely love tomato soup. And then next up, okay, we have the first of our kind of drink items. And so we've got the coconut water, chocolate flavoured, excuse me. Now, I will not get a look in with this because my husband absolutely adores coconut water, and especially one with chocolate, I should imagine. But I do know that coconut water is very, very, very good at hydrating you, which is why a lot of athletes, or if you've been to the gym, is particularly good to drink post-workout because it does help hydrate you much faster than water. So that is the coconut water, so that looks lovely. And then what do we have here? Okay, I'm not even going to attempt. This is Alison Oscar's. No, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it because I'll just make a fool of myself, more so than I do usually. So this is, I think it's quinola, but I could be wrong. So Quinola Mother Grain Express are ready-to-eat quinoa mixes. I've never actually heard of that, so apologies if that is completely wrong as a pronunciation. Delicious cold or part of a salad, they can be reheated for a hot side. Our products are organic and fair trade, won 4 Great Taste Awards. So let's just have a quick look at it. So I guess from looking at this, I mean, it kind of reminds me of kind of a rice product. Again, I'm probably really displaying my ignorance here, but it does look quite interesting. And actually, we are having quite a few things now with, we just use rice as a side, a salad, because Although the weather is truly abysmal, rain and wind, it isn't particularly cold, so we are starting to try and eat a bit more salad and things that hopefully will help obviously me with my health as well. So I'll be interested to give that a go, and then hopefully I can actually find out what it is. Oh, and moving on from that, here we go, this is fine, I can cope with this, spaghetti. So let's have a quick look. Okay, it's in Italian, my Italian is worse than my English, so I'm not going to attempt to read any of that, but is there anything on here? No, I have a feeling, because they did tell me that they were going to put in a surprise product. So, given that this isn't actually on the list that I have in front of me, I'm assuming that this is the aforementioned surprise product. And I don't think you can really go wrong with spaghetti. And looking at this, and again, this is just guessing because I can't speak Italian, but judging by the colour of it anyway, it strikes me that this is probably a whole grain variety of spaghetti, so very much better for you than regular spaghetti. So that is handy because we do like things like spaghetti bolognese, etc. We do have quite a bit of that, so I'm sure that will get eaten. And then last but not least, another drink item, and obviously one that's breakable given that it's coming in bubble wrap. And if I thought the other one was going to be hard to pronounce, I think I've gone better here. So this is Fermented Raw Tea. That is the brand, so I can avoid having to try and say it out loud. Kombucha? It's probably completely wrong, but anyway, it's a tea and it is abundant in live probiotic acids, enzymes, antioxidants, vitamins and minerals. So that is now the second time my camera has turned itself off, so I do apologise for that, and I'm going to have to try and improve upon this for my next video. But that was the last item out of the box, along with there's obviously some additional leaflets and other bits of recipe suggestions. I cannot volunteer that I will be having a go at this. They did say to me when they were asking me whether I wanted to review this box, would I be interested in trying to create one of the recipes, or would I prefer simply to kind of go through the products and talk about them a bit. Strangely enough, I went for the latter option, but potentially my husband may have a go at a couple of these, so if he does, I can take some appropriate Instagram photos and pretend that I made them myself.